Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Right.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore. With the catch, it's Hill. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. LSU quick to the line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play out. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Looking to throw again. Steps away to find some room. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Using his legs, it's Davison. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the grab, it's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks with the 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The run inside, it's Davison. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks in the hurry up. Here's Moore to throw. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Running inside, it's Davison. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The kick is on its way. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The give to Caden Durham. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Levitt. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Made a defender miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll move the tight end. Dante Moore. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. In the gun on third down, Moore. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting it to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throw him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
Throwing Moore. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now on the counter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for room. It's Hill. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out into the flat for the score.
This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. wants to throw. It's Levin. On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. LSU right back to the line. To the air on second down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Running inside. It's Hill. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Makes a catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. LSU quick to the line. To the air on first down. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Berry. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it way down the field. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Levitt. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're hoping for a touchdown going by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Never a doubt. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Flying down the left side. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The run inside. It's Davison. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Moore. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Leaping grab for a big gain.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Davison. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this 2nd half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Looking downfield, it's Levin. That's caught. It's Thomas. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Shakes off the defender. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Dante Moore. Pressure coming. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Motion from the back. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Makes the grab over the middle. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on third and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to it. Finding some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's still running after the move. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Going downfield for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for space. It's Hill. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Well, they're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Line getting set on second down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh setup.
You need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's Hill. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Gets the back moving. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Offense comes out to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's called. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Escapes the pressure going right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short game.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing more. The screen, he can go. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. He's going for the big play. Makes a deep grab. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. From the red zone, it's Davison. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Hall. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.